Hi, I'm Ron Price. I own and operate Productive Outcomes. Recently wrote the book Play Nice in Your Sandbox at Work. Here with my friend Greg Allen, filming at the Veterans Memorial Plaza. And we chose this place to remind you that conflict is not always a bad thing. There are sometimes we need to take conflict on in our lives to improve relationships, to maintain a sense of well-being and so forth. But I'm also here to tell you, and I think you'll agree, we bring conflict into our lives sometimes and later go, what did I do that for? Told somebody the other day, not only was that not a hill to die on, it wasn't a hill to get sick on. Hope you appreciate my humor, but you know what I'm saying? We bring conflict into our lives. That's the play portion of the book, by the way, how to prevent conflict. The nice is how to manage conflict. But I want to share with you today one way that we do get into conflict that oftentimes is needless, hurtful, and it just doesn't have to be. And that's what I call America's favorite exercise. I'll pause for a moment and let you guess what it is. It's jumping to conclusions. It's forming perceptions about people or situations, taking just a little bit of evidence and making all sorts of conclusions about them or about the situation. And folks, the sad reality is that usually we're going to be wrong. Forgive me for being the one to tell you this, but we're not that bright. We can't just take one bit of circumstances or one bit of evidence and decide everything that's going on, especially because we never know the motive behind what the other person did or said. And yet we jump to conclusions, we're certain we're right, and that leads to probably wrong decisions. I remember a time I was a probation parole officer here in Farmington, and I got a call from a hostile attorney one day. Ooh, was he mad at me. And in fact, he cussed at me to the point where I just slammed the phone down. I didn't handle it well. I'm not proud. I hadn't written the book back then. But I slammed the phone down. He didn't let it rest. He came over to the office, demanded a meeting with my boss and me. And so we go into this room and we have a talk. In fact, I want to talk about that in the next segment. But I do want to shorten this story to tell you, he had made an assumption that I had done him wrong. And in fairness, if I had done what he thought I had done, he had every right to be upset with me. It's just the thing wrong with that scenario. I didn't do it. It appeared that he had made an arrangement with an assistant district attorney to let one of his clients out of jail who happened to be one of my probation clients. And I thought the guy needed some jail therapy. I thought a couple of days in jail would help him to realize, hey, I better get my act together. So the attorney and the DA had decided, all right, we'll let the guy plead to a charge on Monday morning and we'll let him out of jail. And so what it looked like to the attorney was the district attorney and I had made an arrangement that undermined his arrangement and kept him in jail, and he didn't like that. I wouldn't either, to be honest with you, but it didn't happen. He jumped to that conclusion, got all upset, came over in a hostile, angry mood, and folks, once we were able to clear up that misperception, the conflict went away. In fact, I want to talk more about that next week, so I hope you can join us then.